confident and bold. She ready, never gonna back down. She ready, ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready, ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
And hi, my love muffins and enchiladas. I know that I'm quiet, but I want this video to be mellow because, as you can see from this title, we are going to be talking about a very interesting subject, okay? And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If this is your first time seeing tarot, don't be scared. All right, I don't know where this video is going to end up. I am just being obedient to my spirit, to God, my angels, with making this video and truly opening up, being raw, okay? So my love, whoever you are, love muffin, I want you to get comfortable, get your favorite little blanket. I don't know what time you're watching this. Grab your cup of coffee, get your cup of tea. That's what I'm going to be drinking. Your water, whatever. And I want you to set the intent right now before you go any farther, that in this video, there is something for you. In this video, right now in this moment, you are making a conscious decision to let your walls down, to flow from your heart and let go of your ego, that you are going to be open with the divine, with yourself and me. And this is a safe space. This is a non-judgment zone. Guided intuition is a place of love and healing. This is a place in this space right now in this moment where it is unboxed. Okay? There is no right. There is no wrong. We are just two souls having a conversation with each other's hearts. Okay? So let me drink my tea, which is delicious. A little tart, but delicious. And explain to you why we are here in this video. So, my love, as you can see from this title, if you have ever been burnt or hurt in love, or you feel like you got the short stick, you know, all of those scenarios, okay? This could, I am intended for to be in a love relationship, but honestly, Spirit just told me it doesn't matter. So, yeah, that'll be very interesting to see how that plays. But also, my love, if you know you have found yourself being open, you know, being vulnerable, in love and coming out hurt, or coming out, you know, feeling broken, or coming out feeling used, you know, and some of this, it was intentionally, maybe you've seen the red flags, you heard your intuition, however, you know, you didn't listen, and then maybe this time you didn't see the red flags, you know, there were no red flags. You did everything right. You had boundaries. You did, you know, you went by the book, so to say, and it still didn't go right for whatever reason, okay? This could be a soulmate. This could be a twin flame. This could be just a lesson. It don't matter. All right? It can be anything. But I want to talk to you because sometimes, you know, especially after 1 or 2 or 3 situations like this, I know for me, being a Sagittarius sun, a moon Virgo, rising Leo, I found myself myself in a space of being open, being vulnerable and loving, and being rejected or hurt, I got in an energy of, I was like, you know what? This is not happening anymore. The next person that tries to offer me love, try to open up, I am going to be, I'm trying to see, because I probably have to cuss here, guys, because to tell you the kind of energy that I was in, I was like, I'm going to be a fucking savage. And not a savage in a good way, because there is a certain essence of, being confident and knowing what you want. Like, but I was like, you know what? The next person that try to love me, like, I'm a show them, like, so this what you really want? Like, for every person, like, who wronged me, I was going to become like just this, because, I'm a no muzzle, but I was going to become the word, guys, like, I was going to become a callous bad muzzle. Okay, like, I was intentionally going to twirl, okay? Make the next person, like, they try to came into my life and, like, love me, like, take them through loops, drag them through the pits of hell and back. Like, I was just going to be about stacking my money, being cute, and out here poking holes in hearts. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. That's what kind of mentality I was in. And it's nothing wrong with stacking your money, being about yourself, and being cute. But it's all about what's fueling that. The person who came to me and just say genuinely loved me due to what happened and what I had experienced in love, like, I was just, tired of getting the end of the stick. I was tired of being the good girl. I was tired of opening myself up and it just like going left. I was completely tired of it, okay? And if nobody understands you, Love Muffin, I do. Like, when you put your all into something, when you're open. And then on top of it, being a spiritual person, being able to, be in tune and tapped in and see beyond the veil. We kind of go through this phase where I had to learn the difference of, that thin line. I can find beautiful gift of mine. I can find beauty in every situation. I can find blessings, humble places. That every individual that I come in contact with, being that I am a healing light, that I'm not meant to be in a relationship with them. This would save me so much heartache. Because I'm used to cleaning my I will get my broom and my dustpan out and look at some things. Sorry guys, I didn't have my mic in. So yeah, I realized, and I know you have too, when we come into those mentalities, like when we're just fed up and, we're just tired of being hurt. I came into this thing, I'm tired of being the one that cares. I'm tired of opening my heart and being disappointed. I'm just tired of being the good girl. I just had that mentality because I just feel like you lose. I felt like like no one cares about a good hearted person anymore. And I know, now, when you're coming out of it, you realize, like, what, that's not true. You're being melodramatic some. However, but in that moment, that's what's real. And I want to let somebody know, even in the midst of those thoughts and those things that, were flowing in my head, I just heard myself say, no, Tori, and even women, or even men, because I've worked with men too, that I've worked with on a one-on-one level, we'll go into these conversations, and then, we'll get to the root of it. We'll unpack it, and and actually look at things. So going back to what I was saying of being in this energy of not caring, not wanting to care anymore, and just being good and just being honest and just being open, is just not, well received. Okay. With all that being said, this is what I want to let you know, because, of course, in life, and everyone's situation is different. We know that there are signs, there are things, people are mirrors for us. But even with all of that, because let's just keep it 100, there's still, some emotions left behind. And that's what I'm talking to today. Those emotions that get left behind. Even after you realize the red flags, you realize what it is that you needed to do, you realize, you're healing, you're amending. Even when we go through that, because in life, we have lessons, we have teachers, and we're getting shown a way. Even when you're, after that healing, you're still a little nervous due to the past, of opening up, or, really putting yourself out there, or, thinking like maybe it's something wrong, with the way you love. I want to let you know, I am going to tell you, and I have to speak it truthfully to the beautiful soul that is watching this video. There is nothing wrong with the way that you love. There is nothing wrong with when you go in a relationship, you're open, you're honest, you're not playing any games, you're not holding back, you're not strategizing, you're being your authentic, true self. And I know, with all of the dating books and all of the this and that and all of the hows to go, it's not the first choice that is chosen, which you, my love, you love in unconditional love. You don't believe in playing games, you are open. You wear your heart, for the world to see. And through life, you had to learn some lessons of getting some boundaries. But what I want to talk about right now in this moment is that don't ever believe that the way that you love or the magnitude that you love, something's wrong with that, just because it doesn't look like everyone else. Because that was something that I had to come in to realize. But the way that I love, the way that I am open, the way that I am raw, the way that I am not going to play any games, and from the time I talk to you or see you, I'm going to be 100% genuine with you. Okay? That's the way that you are. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay? You don't need to change it. You don't need to revamp it. You don't need to dumb it down. You don't need to, do all that stuff. Now, being mindful and understanding that not everybody loves like that, and it's all about coming into connections, conscious connections that, understand and love like you do, especially when it comes into a partnership. But the thing that I want to talk about in this very video is that sometimes with being hurt and sometimes with, things that happen, we're like, well, damn, something's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you. And I'll be the first one to tell you that. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with how you are open and you are honest. Nothing is wrong with you not playing games. You speak your emotions. You know how to communicate. You're vulnerable. Nothing is wrong with that. And because of these situations and these love situations where you have got hurt, what Spirit is saying, you heal, you mend, but don't change that way about you, because that very thing in you that you just wish that you could get away from, and you just wish you just wasn't so understanding, and you just wish, you didn't love in the magnitude that you love, that is the very handprint, okay, of God on your heart. You know? I know it's weird. I know it's radical. You know? But don't change who you are. I apologize for those situations. But look at you. You're not broken. You're still here. You're still open. Nothing was wrong with you in that relationship, in that situation. There may have been some other factors that maybe you were trying to give that love to a person who couldn't comprehend it or who wasn't meant to come into your life for that. Maybe you were trying to give that love, and it wasn't time. It's not time. This person has to learn. This person has to grow. This person still has to figure out some things within their life. One of the things that I've been looking at and Spirit has been bringing into my mind is consciously uncoupling, When you break up and it's not bad. Like a breakup is not meant to be looked at as a bad thing. A breakup is believe it or not, is understanding that, okay, for some reason we're just not connecting, it's just not working. So you know what? It was good while it lasted. I know this is, not typically how it happens, but I believe that, we should go our separate ways and find people and situations that better fit us and better match us. And stop looking at a breakup as, oh my God, it's over, and start looking at it like, congratulations. You guys figured out that right now it's not the right time. Or that you guys are better fitted as friends or apart, or, to really find what is truly, more in balance and of your higher vibration. And when I came into that mindset and realized, it just wasn't meant. We came together for that moment. Whatever happened, it's not the timing. Whatever it is, just realizing that whatever is meant to be for you and with you will be in your life. And when it's not, whether it's meant to permanently disappear or just for a season disappear. But coming into that trust. Understanding that everything has a divine plan. Everything happens for a reason. And I know that it's hard. It's hard to realize that. And one of the things is, let's just think about it. Sometimes maybe if you're trying to make a relationship work, and you're wanting this person to be with you and you're wanting to have this. However, they didn't really learn a lesson that maybe they can't learn with you, but they're meant to learn with somebody else, of how to communicate and articulate their feelings and to really stand up in their power. And, you want to rush something and you want it to be together now and you want it to come together now. And then it comes together and it fucking falls through, because there are some vital lessons that this person needs to learn. This person needs to understand before, they can really show up in a relationship. Or vice versa. What I'm just saying, whatever that pain is or that hurt that you're holding on to or whatever's burning you, find the beauty in that. Find the beauty in that situation. I know that, Tori, you don't know what the hell I've been through. Listen, you're talking to someone who was married to a narcissist for 8 years. Okay? And in year one, like one going into like year and a half, I knew that this relationship was over and that we were not compatible. Yeah, I needed to go and run. However, because I just wanted to, make it work, and I just wanted to, stay in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought to like say, you know what, this isn't working. This isn't what it's meant to be right now. Um, I just didn't know how to articulate that. Instead of accepting, that, what, this is not okay. For whatever reason in this moment in time, me and this person is just not meant to be together. Now, who would have knew? We would have, broke up, and maybe they would have went their way, learned their life lessons, healed. You just never know what have could have happened. Um, However, when relationships end, or you're hurt, or that pain, okay? I know that it is most easy to resort to um the callous babish no muzzle young man or young woman. you know um After you have been hurt, or you're staying in a relationship, or a situation that is not ideal for you, and you within yourself know that it's time to move forward. This is why it's better to move away, from my love muffins that find themselves in relationships that they desire to leave, but that for whatever reason you're just trying to make it work. You can avoid that residue that's left after by simply standing in your truth, consciously uncoupling, realizing that, what, I want you happy and I want me happy. And right now together we're not happy. And buying into this lie that, you know, um, like stay together even though it's turmoil and the house is like burning to smithereens. Like, no, the thing would be to grab a hose and put the fire out. And that will be uncomfortable. However, that's what's necessary. You don't stay in the burning house. You don't stay in the burning flame. You grab the hose and you put it out. And, listen, one of the things about it, and, if you don't know, I am on a twin flame journey. And one of the things is I didn't understand it, at first, but now I'm like, wow, I'm really happy that on a soul level, me and my twin, came into agreement that, you know, um, we would come together, and any time that we are not being our authentic selves or standing in our truth, and, you know, we would separate, to heal, to mend, to do what it is that we need to do, and then come back together. Honest to goodness, like I thought that theory was dumb as hell, but truthfully, that's what's up for me. I can understand why I chose a twin flame journey. I can understand that because yeah, that's what's up. I don't believe that you should stay in toxicity of any kind. And one of the things that I'm learning, um, I don't know where you're going here, but I'm just talking about it anyways. A twin flame journey. Well, I know why, because I want to spread light on it. People just think that a twin flame journey is just full of toxicity and just you know codependence. That's a damn lie. That's far the thing from it, because when it's not, working, when it's not in alignment with you, them, and the divine, that's when the separation comes apart. Like, there is, when it's codependent, that's separation. And you have to go through a time and go within and heal and mend and see what it is that you need to do. And, it'll come back together. So I said all that to say this: there is nothing wrong with the way that you love. The way that you love is truly beautiful. There is going to be a person or people that are just, oh my God, amazed with the way that you love. What happens is, my love, if you've ever been hurt or burnt in love, we all have choices, and depending on the choices that you make and as in who you decide to love, if you continue the choices you make to continue to love someone who right now is toxic or just really not in a healthy mental, spiritual, or physical, or one of the other space, okay, that's a choice that you're making. Or, after something is done, you've ended something, or it's ended, the choices that you make of how you're going to look at it and how you're going to go about it is what matters. Okay, that's going to dictate how this story goes and how this story change and the karma or the choices that you make of what you're going to build up, and if you're going to sit with bitterness in your heart, or if you're going to let that bitterness sit, turn you cold and turn you into a callous individual, and then spread meanness or hate or coldness to another person. You know what I'm saying? What I will let you know is that whatever happened to you in that love situation, it does not have to become you. At any moment, you can make a conscious decision to redirect that energy, to shift the energy, okay, and to send it to light. It can, whatever that happened, it can stop with you, and you can reroute it, and you can send out another energy, is what I wanted to say. And what I did is I went ahead and pulled a card from the Modern Witch, okay, from Jessica Love Muffin Miller. She got it from my Amazon wish list, which you can find in the description box if you want to gift me something for my birthday. Get ready to hear that until December the 13th, okay? You can definitely check out that information in the comment section and in the description box. So, listen, my love. When I pulled this card, I pulled the Justice card, and when I look at this, okay, depending the choices you make and how you go about it, okay, justice. Okay. I love to say everyone has a payday. Depending how many hours you work is what you're going to get paid. And in this moment, you can make a conscious decision, okay, to knock out, to show up and go to work, or call out, what I'm saying, and do that, and, be a mess, live in this, okay? Look at it from a negative standpoint or change your perspective, okay? You have a choice. Justice is yours. So I want to read this card to you from Justice. It says, the choice we make shapes who we are, okay? Justice, in her bright red robe-like coat, holds high the sword of choice. She does not treat her task lightly, and the balanced scale indicates that she is weighing all the options before her. Justice seeks to uncover deep understanding of moral and ethic truth. And once she's found the right path, she's ready to take action and use that sword. How are you going to use your sword? You are never stuck. The choice is yours. Okay? And depending on how you use your sword, okay? With this, like I said, this red coat here, to me, that's your foundation. That's your root chakra. Your stability. Whatever you do, that's going to alter your foundation. Okay? Now, I could have came into that mentality, that callous mentality, and went about it that way. And baby, you best believe that's the same kind of energy that was going to come to me. Or I could have looked at the situation, you know, let go of that ego, allow myself to feel that hurt, move past that pain, learn that lesson. Okay? Get that divine understanding that what is meant for me will be, and if it's not meant. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. There's nothing in that. Standing in that truth. Placing that on my foundation that's what's going to be called to me. Okay? Because it says you have to take responsibility for every choice you make. If you drift through life without examining your choices and what they say about you and your values, you'll never be truly self-aware, and you may find yourself treating others with dishonesty and unfairness. Now, remember how I said, I didn't read that verse, y'all, how I was going to come. You better believe if someone is out here hurting, if someone is out here doing the most, if someone is just unoblivious, they are literally mimicking something they were taught, they were shown, or trying to cover or hide something. Just how I was going to cover and hide that pain and that rejection that I didn't want to look at. But I said, no, I'm going to be bold and I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to heal it. I'm going to love it to light. I'm going to realize that it's okay. It's okay. And that's what I'm going to build my foundation on. And, to do that isn't the easiest thing. To me, knowing the way that karma works, yes, it is. It's the easiest decision for me. It's the easiest decision. Knowing that, what you put out, you shall get back. Yes, on payday, I want that check to be fat, honey. I ain't trying to be sitting around with pennies. So to me, that is the easiest decision. And maybe you got to tell yourself that's the easiest decision. Okay? And I pulled this card, guys. It says, we must mature and realize that freeing our mind of ancient hurts and opening once more to love shall give us access to divine strength. There's nothing that you can't overcome. I promise you. And when you mature and you realize, okay, that freeing your mind of ancient hurt, not sitting and letting that bitterness consume you or letting that coldness just take you over. It is opening you up. It is opening you up, okay, for so many good things and so many beautiful opportunities. Sorry if you can't see that, guys. So I said, Spirit, what would you like to say? We're going to pull some clarifiers also, guys, but I went ahead and pulled the 3 main cards, and let's just go ahead and get it clarified and just say, Spirit, what would you like to say to the beautiful soul that is watching this video right now in this very moment, Spirit? What would you like to say to them? What would you like to say to them, Spirit? We got this. You want to see that? Okay. I'm going to take, that's a lot. Take it, Spirit, I guess. Okay. I guess this is the main important one right here. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the other ones. All these cards. Okay. Let me stop complaining, okay? Spirit got a lot to say. Let me stop complaining. Okay, let's just see. I'm sorry, guys. I know I talked you down in the beginning, but I told you get comfortable, honey, because we gonna talk. I love talking with you guys. Okay. Okay. All right. And then we'll finish with that one, but I want to go here first. So I ain't turn this over yet, but even when I seen, this Four of Cups here, people look at the Four of Cups as a missed opportunity. How I see the Four of Cups is, sometimes we can be so focused on the past, or what went wrong, or, staying, just keep looking at something that is not bringing us any joy, any happiness, staying in situations that are not ideal for us, looking at that pain, keep, reliving it, holding on to those emotions that we don't even see that whatever happened was a gift in disguise, because it took you away from what is not meant for you, okay, and is bringing something that is, okay? Right here. And I love how this cup is coming to you, from a hand out of the cloud. I like to say this is the divine hand, This is a gift from the divine. So whatever that situation was that ended, stop, or even if it was momentarily, stop looking at that, as a tragedy, or it's something that you have to end. Stop looking at it as a tragedy and look at it as a gift, because for whatever reason, it's not meant for you in this moment. And then for some, it wasn't yours. It was actually blocked. This was actually blocking what is yours. So by that situation, going the way that it did, it's freeing up room and space, okay? For healing, for mending, and most importantly, what is meant for you to come your way. But I know sometimes it can be hard. But Spirit wants you to focus on the light. Don't focus, on what went wrong, the pain. But focus on the light. Focus on the light of it. That ending had to come because it wasn't meant for you. You had to let go of that relationship because it was not meant for you in that moment of your life. Sorry, guys, about the focus. Spirit is saying focus on the light. And, because I want to say this because I deal with a lot of beautiful souls that identify themselves on a twin flame journey. Even in moments of separation, take that time to really go within, to look at yourself, to focus on the light, to heal you so your light illuminates, and even another situation of, that person, wasn't meant for you. Focus on the fact that now what is truly a reflection of you, that's that person that's going to, be a door that love can really come in. Because if you were still, in that situation, or playing with that situation, you missing the blessing. And then, for my love muffins who are in marriages or that are in relationships and it's unhealthy, and one of the things is, I watched this powerful video by Justin's You Are Creators, Justin, and the video title, I'm going to link it below, but even if I don't remember, guys, it's called The Universe Does Not Support Weakness. How long you gonna stay in situations that don't value you? That are not, oh my God, just smitten by that beautiful heart. How many times? I wasted. Because I was in the marriage for 8 years. 6 years knowing that this marriage was done. I knew it was done. 6 years. In the first year and a half, I knew that marriage was done. I knew that marriage was done. And I sat in that marriage for 6 years, playing a part, knowing this is not what I want and I'm not happy. I spent 6 years of my life not being happy, trying to fake and find reasons and make, you get what I'm saying? I feel like somebody needs to know that. Your time is precious. You are valuable. The choices you make, you know, what's for you will always find you. But I'm just saying, in that 6 years, there could have been some enjoyment. I could have probably had like two, maybe, a romance relationship, even though it wasn't the person I was going to end up with. But still, I could have had some nice time, some fun time in them lessons. Lessons are fun too, you know? Lessons are fun too, And then we got channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. So I feel like, listen, focus on the light. Turn that situation around. Find the beauty in it. Because in that situation, you're a channel. Okay? Use that situation, because I feel like for somebody when I'm seeing that channel, I feel it's kind of like, boom, just how I just took what happened to me and turned it into positivity and to help other people by sharing my story. You can take whatever you learned and build something on that. Take whatever that lesson is, that lesson, whatever happened. If you focus on the light, you're going to get so much out of that situation that it's going to help you on a confident level. Help you build confidence within yourself. It's going to help you heal, and then that light is going to radiate and go into others. Okay? Let's see what we have next. Next, we have conscious connections. Okay? Conscious connections. And a choice that, we can do, and going back to consciously uncoupling, consciously coming together. And supporting this conscious connections, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay? And then the Emperor. And then also strength. So what I'm getting very clearly is just realizing that every connection serves its purpose. You can pull from it. You can learn from it. Even those sneaky, the sneaky ones with the Seven of Swords, the lies, like you can learn from it. Everything in your life is usable. Everything in this experience is usable for your greater good. And then I'm just feeling like, again, with this eight of wands, communication, but also swift, realizing, coming into this Queen of Swords, realizing when you connect with the person, realizing, you know what, this is just not working. Changing your mentality for somebody, just, coming into that notion, like when, we see the flag, or we see that, even if you don't see the flag, but this person is just not your cup of tea, I've been in situations where, this person was laying it on thick, like to the average, I wouldn't say the average person, but to a person out there in this world, like, I know that, like, somebody didn't pray for him, and like, he was somebody's dream, man, like, he was like the whole package to somebody. And in my mind, that old mentality of, what, girl, like, here's a man that's willing, that's able, that's, got his together. Like, girl, you need to jump on that and just be happy and be with him. Like, that was that voice. But I was like, yeah, nah. But I'm trying to be out here traveling the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to buy a house. I want to buy a penthouse. Like, listen, I'm trying to live on a condo on, on the, like the 20th floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want a family, but we gonna be in a condo. Like, we out here and then get the mansions or whatever we do. But I'm just like, However, I had to make that decision to be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Like, you are so amazing. And I refuse to like get in a relationship with you and make you believe that I am in this thing and I'm not. I had to have that conversation. And that was very hard because, if at first it was very hard. I didn't even know what consciously uncoupling was. I was like, yeah, no. And we had to agree on that, like, no, no. So I feel like learning how to do that in any situation, when you see a red flag, and even when you don't see it, but in your heart of hearts, it's like, this would be nice for somebody else. Somebody else is going to love this. And I want you to go find that person. But that person's not me. That person's not me. And having to say that. Who wants to say that truth? But that's a truth that needs to be said. Because in the midst of that, you save so much time and just so much of what doesn't need to happen, Let's see what we have lastly. Free from judgment, free to love. And see, that's the thing. We have all these things that we're told what love should look like and how love should go. And even when it breaks up, like when a breakup happens, you need to hurt and you need to, it's going wrong to be a breakup. But no, you should start saying congratulations when your girlfriends tell you, like, she call you like friend, like he just, what, girl, congratulations. Friend, what you mean? I mean, like, cause now, that's out of the way and that really wasn't for you, and if it is, it'll come back to you. But right now, you know what it is in this moment and you're able to move freely because in this season in your life, that wasn't meant, because free from judgment, free to love. When you are constantly holding holding a space of judgment, wrong and right, there's no love, and there's no room for love to flow. Okay? And then we have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Death, and the 5 of Wands. Listen, it's going to happen regardless. My thing is, you can fight it. You can fight the ending. You can fight the time of separation. You can fight whatever it is. Or you can really come into the 3 of Wands. You can be optimistic. You can look like, well, I'm ready to travel over this body of water. Find the gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Really embodying that energy. Okay? Because look, attraction, that's what's going to be shown back to you. So sorry, guys, that the camera is like so out of focus. That's what's going to be shown back to you. Okay? So let's just see what Spirit wants to leave in this message. What would Spirit like to say to the beautiful soul that is watching right now? Okay? We have the masculine, okay? And it was reversed. So have strength. Tap into your strength, okay? Tap into your strength. That's what I'm seeing. Tap into your strength. In situations like this, tap into your strength and let go of the resistance. You don't have to hold that anymore. There is so much beauty for you. For somebody, we also have, I always mess this word up, but when you just are constantly holding on this card reminds me of the 10 of Wands. However, it was reversed. It's time to let go of this burden. It's time to let go of, relationships and situations that are not of your highest good. It's time to consciously uncouple, Have those conversations, and you'll be surprised, like when you're honest and you sit somebody down and you're like, you know what? That was my thing when I was like, damn, I just want somebody like to, include me into what's going on sometimes. Include me. Include me in the conversation. Allow me to know what's going on. Because yeah, the truth at times is hard to deliver. However, the truth, the foundation of the truth has never came back void. Okay? So you're able, if you're watching this video, I don't know, but you can definitely try Mind Valley. They had but I'll send you the video of the lady. Please, guys, if I forget, please just type it in the comments. I'll see it. I'll send you the video of a beautiful soul. She's on Mind Valley and she's talking about consciously uncoupling. And, yeah, nobody likes to have those conversations, but I promise you'll be respected more. And if you have kids involved or, your families are attached, like, it's going to be easy, Like they had one of the couples he was talking about, he said when the owner of Mind Valley, where they actually, when they sat and told their friends they were getting a divorce, they had like a party, because they both knew that it was time to like disconnect. And they had like a party and everybody was like celebrating. And I'm like, wow, that's so freaking dope. Like that mentality. And that is the truth. Why are we so hard on ourselves, or we're so sad when, a breakup happens? In reality, it's making room so what's for you can come along. Or if you need to go within, if you're on a twin flame journey, so you can actually go within, you know what I'm saying? And heal, mend, open up, whatever that is, whatever that cause of that separation is in that moment. That's all I'm saying. So, my loves, it was such an honor to do this reading with you. I look forward to reading your comments, honey. I'm sitting so I can respond back. I love you guys. I hope that this video brought you some kind of clarity, some kind of understanding, and empowered you to really stand in your power and to continue to love openly with that big heart, and understand that when an ending happens, it is simply forming and moving, making space for a new beginning. Okay? So I love you guys. Take care.
La, la, la.